Oh, 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 oh.
Hi,
I'm Kirsten.
and I'm Delia, and this is
Don't Pee Your Pants.
Hi.
Hi.
So how's your day going? You kind of just came over and we ran down and started recording.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. My day's been okay too.
I feel like I've been spending the last few days like on a computer screen.
Mm-hmm.
So my brain feels like fried.
Mm-hmm. That happens when you like stare at something for way too long.
I've been editing like TikToks, but then also just editing for family stuff, like dumb stuff, and like I'm trying to go through all my old photos and like organize everything. And it's this dumb task that like probably doesn't need to be done, but it's important to me, so I have all my photos like in one spot.
Yeah,
I'm going through like I just hit 2018. I'm like I've been like 2014, 15, 16,
That's
17.
so long.
Yeah.
Is that why you sent me that picture on Facebook today?
Yeah, I just keep
that was so random.
I keep going through like and finding photos and like sending them to people. I'm like, oh, this one's funny, this one's cute, and like people are like, why are you sending me pictures of like me in labor with my kid? And I'm like, I don't know, it's like a fun memory.
Yeah, it's cute. You're Vajuhu.
Yeah. Anyway, my brain's fried. And like I feel like my house is like to the wayside right now, and like my
house
kid
is always to the wayside.
Just everything. I'm like can't think about anything. My brain's just mush.
Mushy. Yeah.
How about you?
My day was okay. I worked most of this morning. We built a railing.
Nice.
And
skills.
And then I was cute.
I
lost my.
I get a pass.
I've been recording. This is how it's gonna go.
Yeah.
We should just do a burp contest. That wasn't real.
Clearly. Just kidding. Just kidding. It's cool. That's cool. Oh my god, you got a tattoo. I didn't even know.
Boy.
I mean, I think you told me you were thinking about it.
Yeah, I was gonna get it on my hand.
She got like a barber pole.
Yaddy.
With a scissors and a comb.
Yeah.
Cute.
And then
it looks so fresh.
It is. I got it when I was in Connecticut.
Yeah. Totally left that part out of the story.
Oh yeah, I got a tattoo. So I went to Connecticut and I got a tattoo.
Very cool.
What else? Oh, I still haven't found my keys.
Yeah, what the heck?
I have no idea. The last time I drove was yesterday. Last night. Actually, I didn't even drive last night. Jameson drove. We drove the truck. We went to the melting pot last night. Jameson drove the truck. The last time I drove my car was yesterday after work.
Right.
Still can't find my keys. And Jameson's like, they're on the dining room table. I'm like, they're not on the dining room table.
That's so frustrating.
I took everything off the dining room table. I've looked everywhere. I looked in my bedroom. I can't find my dang car keys anywhere. I still can't find them.
I had a moment like that today too, because Neil, I've also been doing work for Neil. That's why like my brain is also fried. I've been doing computer stuff for him too, but he had me drive like 30 minutes away to pick up this piece. No, yesterday that he needed. I was driving all around for him yesterday, but I drove like a half hour, picked up this piece that he needed for work, and then I put it in a spot And I was like, this is where it is.
Mm-hmm.
And he was sitting on like a tub of chemicals.
Mm-hmm.
He had the tub of chemicals with him. So like he probably grabbed it and put it somewhere.
Yeah.
But he couldn't remember where it was. I was looking all around the garage, all
No
outside,
idea.
all inside. Then he had me FaceTime him and basically made me look through all the same spots that I already looked in, just looking and looking like for hours.
Did you ever find it?
No.
Cool. That gives me hope. That gives me a lot. Well, I have no choice. I have to either find it or I think my dad has a spare key. But of course, I just walked over to his house and he's not home. So that didn't help me at all. But
Wow.
I worst comes to worst, I'm just going to have to borrow his Jeep key because I need the Jeep. My mom, I don't know if she wants me blasting this to all of our followers, but my mom accidentally hit Jameson's blue car. Did I tell you about that?
No.
I didn't tell you about that. So Blake needed new shoes. My mom was like, I was at my mom's house and I was like, I'm going to go get her new sneakers because her sneakers were falling apart. She needed new sneakers. So I was going to run to the mall and grab new sneakers. And my mom was like, oh, I'm not doing anything. I'll come with you. I was like, okay, well, I need to run home, take my car home, and then you can swing around because she lives on the street behind me. So I was like, you can swing around, pick me up, we'll all go together. Okay. So my mom, I'm going to my house, didn't see anything out of the ordinary. My mom pulls up in front of Jameson's blue car, and I'm putting Blake in her car seat, and I just like quickly glance back, and Jameson's whole front bumper is on the ground. And I was like, what the heck? And I like stopped. I was like, I would have noticed that.
Right.
Walking into my house. Like I would have noticed his bumper on the ground. And then my mom jokingly said, she's like, I'm a bad driver, but I don't think I'm that bad of a driver. And so I just took pictures of it and I sent it to Jameson and I was like, have you seen this? Like, did you see anything that happened? He's like, no, I drove it this morning. And then I switched to the truck because he had to take some stuff for work. And so then we pull up at the mall and I'm getting out of the car and there's blue paint down the side of my mom's car and her wheel is like all dinged up.
Mom, you did this.
And my mom like walks around. I'm just standing there staring at it, not saying anything. And my mom walks around to the passenger side of the car and she goes, oh my God, I did hit his car.
She didn't know?
She had no idea. And I think she was very, very upset about it because she didn't.
It sounded like she was like lying about it. It's so weird.
So I think she was more upset at the fact that she didn't realize that she did it.
Right.
She was like, that's terrifying that I didn't realize that I fucking hit his car. Like, oh my God.
It's like so weird when that happens. Like Neil hit my car.
Yeah.
I just laughed. Like I'm like, it's
I laughed
just funny
too. I mean, technically,
like, what are you gonna do? It's
I
your
know.
family. Like
they were both. I mean, Jameson obviously wasn't happy about it because it was his car, but like, my mom was like really, really upset about it. And
so how does that like? Do you still go through like insurance and they'll pay for it? Or
I think my mom was saying depending on how much it costs, she might just pay it out of pocket. But they were both really upset about it, obviously, because it's Jameson's car. It's like his pride and joy.
You're like,
but and my mom was really upset because she's the one that did it, and I was hysterically laughing all night, every single time.
Funny.
Every single time it got brought up, I just laughed so hard. And we went over to my mom's house for dinner that night, and I was like making terrible jokes, and I was laughing. I could not help it. And I was texting
like, Julia, stop! I feel bad. You're
she was ordering
maybe you shouldn't have hit the car then.
Well, she was ordering sandwiches, and I was texting Jameson, and I was like, "My mom ordered you a sandwich for running into your car."
She said it's on her.
Yeah, I was like, "She's paying. Don't worry about it." And neither of them thought it was funny.
I think it's funny.
I don't know. I mean, it's super upsetting.
I think pretty sure I did that to my dad's car too. Like
Oh,
I pulled out of the driveway and
Uh-huh.
like sideswiped his car, and I was like, "Sorry, Dad."
I did that. I contemplated running away from home. My dad's blue truck that he has, and you know how they have a big telephone pole on the side of their driveway?
Yeah.
Well, I was learning to back into the driveway, and I cut it too close to the telephone pole, and I sideswiped my dad's truck all the way down on the telephone pole as I was backing into the driveway.
Oh
and
my gosh.
I fucked that car up real good. It was thousands of dollars in damage. And I contemplated leaving the truck and running away. I'm not even joking. Wholeheartedly.
That's how I feel
thought about running away.
Because I've hurt Neil's Audi a couple times.
Yeah.
And every time it happens, I'm like, that's it. We're divorced.
It's
I'm
over.
out. Delia, I'm moving into the basement.
You got a room and a nice bed.
Yeah, I got a bed right here. This is fine. No, but I'm just like, every single time that I do anything to his car, I'm just like, I don't want to be a person anymore.
That's exactly how I felt. I was like, I just want to evaporate into air and not exist anymore, because that would be better than what's going to happen when he finds out about his truck.
Actually, I did something that he doesn't know. Like,
oh no.
Because I think one time I pulled like too far into a parking spot and like hit his front bumper. He's like a low car.
Yeah.
And I hit the front bumper and it really did some damage. And I was like really embarrassed about that. But he was in the car with me. So I like did it. It was like, and then I like pulled backwards. And it's like,
oh, that's the
and he
worst
was like,
feeling
"Babe!"
ever.
And I was like, what? Your car's stupid. It's low. Like, I just was like immediately like defensive and like, it's your dumb car. Like, ugh.
I've done that so many
like,
times before.
But like,
not a good feeling.
I think one time I
that's one of those things
like,
that you
wheel,
just
like I scraped his wheel like against a curb or something, and it was like bad, and he found out. But I did it again. Like I was pulling out of a parking spot.
Yeah.
It was like next to like a curb, and I like screeched a little bit, and I was like, oh, and I pulled right back up. But he's never said anything, and we never like addressed it. I looked like at it. I can't see really anything. Now he's selling the car, so whatever.
That's good. Anybody want to buy a car?
No, it's sold.
Oh.
Thank goodness.
Okay.
Anyway. So, do you want to tell us about some crime?
Let's talk about crime instead of crunched up cars.
Yeah.
All right. So, in my extensive research, I came across this, and pardon me because I'm still going to be researching a little bit while we're on here. Is that true crime music? Oh yeah, I like it. Have you ever heard about the Tylenol murders?
No.
Me neither.
Okay.
That's all I got, folks. Good night.
Everyone, to comment below and let us know about them. Next.
It was actually kind of interesting to me.
Okay.
So,
did you like hear about this before, or you just found it?
No, I just found it now.
Okay, cool.
I Googled weird murders, and this is the first thing that came up.
Okay.
The Tylenol murders of 1982. So, in 1982, there were Tylenol murders.
Okay.
So 7 people over the course of a week were murdered because they took Tylenol that wasn't actually Tylenol.
Oh.
It was cyanide.
What the heck?
Yep, they were cyanide pills.
Okay.
Isn't that crazy?
Yes.
So there would have
so many questions already, but I'm going to shut up.
There would have been 8 casualties, but Linda, she did not take them. She was one of the survivors.
She was like, this ain't Tylenol. I know my pills.
She said she opened up the Tylenol bottle, and for whatever reason, she decided to take Advil.
Mm.
And so she did. And she survived.
Wow.
Yep. So.
Go, Linda.
Go, Linda. Go, Linda.
You get your Advil on, Linda.
Sorry. This is murder. This is serious.
Okay, get serious.
Stop laughing. So she said that I'm sorry. This is not good. So anyway, let's go.
Okay, take your time.
Let's go over the people that were victims.
Okay.
Of this. Remembering the victim. I need some sad music. Remembering the victims of the Tylenol murders.
Apparently my sad music is Frozen.
We have Adam Janus. He. Oh. Hold on. Sorry, my page blanked out. He was the father of 2 young children at the time of his death. The day of his death, he thought he was coming down with a cold, so he stayed home from work. He took 2 Tylenol after lunch, and a couple minutes later, he walked into the kitchen and collapsed and died.
Jesus.
Yep. Then we have Mary Kellerman. She was a 7th grader in Chicago. She was babysitting for neighborhood children. Oh, she loved babysitting for neighborhood children, and she loved horseback riding. She stayed home from school the day before with a cold and was given Tylenol capsules by her father for her symptoms. Minutes later, he heard her fall. She was dead before the paramedics could get her to the hospital.
It's crazy. It's so sudden. Like, you're just walking around and then you're just like,
yeah.
dead.
Well, cyanide kills you really fast.
I know, but I thought there would be more dramatics. Like, you're laying on the couch, like having a seizure, foaming at the mouth or something.
Just dead.
That's what I picture, like, poison to be like.
So, for everybody that doesn't know, give me 1 second. This is going to be painful.
Dying from cyanide?
Yeah, cyanide is a chemical compound that doesn't help me at all.
Mm-hmm.
It consists of a bunch of different atoms, and wow, this is a lot of big words.
Nobody cares. It's
so
poison.
It blocks oxygen.
Okay.
So you basically
can't breathe.
Can't breathe to death.
Can't breathe to death. Got it. Even though you're like breathing, you're not getting oxygen.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess it starves the cells in the body of oxygen.
I have to take a really deep breath. Like out of nowhere, I'm like, wait, I can't breathe. Okay.
I don't know if that's actually accurate or not. I read that really quick.
Got it.
But we'll see.
Someone let us know if they know anything about cyanide.
Yeah. Like if that's completely wrong.
Probably don't Google it though, because like that's gonna like trigger like I don't know.
The FBI is gonna come pounding at my door.
We saw you searched cyanide. What's this about?
Listen, I was just looking up the cyanide murder or
You're gonna get violated.
Okay, so now we have
someone else.
Sad music. Mary McFarland. She was 30 years old. She was working at her job when she felt a bad headache coming on. She took Tylenol in the back room of her workplace, walked back into the office, and to the horror of her coworkers, dropped to the floor and died.
My gosh.
She was a single mother of 2 kids at the time.
That's not right.
Yeah. Super sad.
All of these are sad.
And she had a granddaughter that she never got to meet who was named Mary in her honor. So then we have... What?
What? She had a grandmother?
No, she had a granddaughter.
Oh. It's like, what do you mean? She never got to meet her grandmother, but her grandmother was named after her?
Unfortunately, there were like a lot of Marys that passed away in this.
Oh,
okay.
Mary.
So now we have...
Mary.
Stanley and Teresa Janice. Oh, I guess they are related to Adam Janice, the first guy I was talking about.
Okay.
Stanley, Adam Janice's younger brother, was at the Adams house planning the funeral and mourning together. He asked his wife to get him some Tylenol for his chronic back pain. Oh my God,
so they didn't even know where it came from.
Nope. They were planning the funeral of the sir that died, and they took Tylenol for back pain. Both of them took it and collapsed together.
That's crazy.
Yep. They all three died.
I hope they found out what it was after that.
I hope so too. Or I hope that those were the last two pills and then there was none left to kill anybody else.
Mm-hmm.
So then we have Paula Prince. She was 35 and a flight attendant, and on the day of her death, she flew from Las Vegas to O'Hare International Airport. She purchased the Tylenol from a Walgreens on her way home, and she was found dead in her apartment with an open bottle of Tylenol on the bathroom counter. And then finally, we have Mary Reiner. She was happily married to her husband, Ed. The couple had just welcomed their fourth child into the world. She used Tylenol to relieve her post-birth discomfort. And she died. Well, death is never fun. But
I used to I'm not going to say be okay with it. But I used to be like not as sensitive to like mother children stuff, and now I can't stand it. Like,
I know, it's terrible because
all these kids lost their parents. It's insane. Over what? Are you going to tell us what? What happened?
Yes.
Okay.
So, there was a man, as far as my research takes me, there was a man who tampered with the Tylenol bottles.
Right.
And he switched out Tylenol tablets for cyanide tablets.
Well, he worked at the Tylenol factory?
That is a suspicion.
Okay.
He, a lot of people to this day have their own theories of what might have happened or where they might have come from. But they have come along. There has been some DNA progression in 2020, I believe. They were able to conduct. They still have a couple of the contaminated bottles, and it is an ongoing effort of trying to figure out who did this.
This happened in the 80s?
This happened in the 80s, and it is still an ongoing case.
That's insane.
40 years later.
No.
60 years later.
90s. 2000s. 2010s. 2020s.
Yeah, so 40 years.
Okay, yeah, you're right. You're right.
Thought so. That's a lot of what I got.
That's it?
Yeah.
Why are you leaving me on a cliffhanger?
Because I hate it when they do that, and I wanted to be the one to do it.
A bunch of people died for no reason.
Yeah, pretty much.
Thanks for hanging out. See you next week.
Law enforcement has a multitude of evidence, including the 40-year-old bottles and the contaminated pills. They are being tested to see if there is any DNA on the pill bottles or pills that does not match any of the victims. They are decades old and they are being tested for fingerprints, even though the evidence can degrade over time, unfortunately.
Sheesh.
It's just crazy. Could you imagine taking a Tylenol and thinking for a
No.
headache and then dying?
No. Now I don't want to.
Yeah. You're going to die from cyanide. Oh,
And that's
and
the
an
only thing
interesting
pregnant women can take.
yeah. Interesting fact though, this case is what caused
Here's this case of the keep thinking you're talking about your phone case. This case.
Isn't this cute though? Can you see this? It has a little
It
heart.
just looks kind of just white, but
It has a little heart right here.
mm-hmm.
Super cute. Team you.
So cute. I actually really like mine. It's just getting dirty and dingy now.
Yeah.
But I've seen like cool rich people with my same phone case, and I'm like, okay.
Well, I got mine from Team U for like 89 cents.
Sick.
And I thought it was adorable. And then this pop socket was from Kohl's and it was like $9.
Like 10 times as much as my phone case.
Yeah. But I need my wallet because I don't carry a purse.
Right.
Anyway, I was telling you a fact.
Oh, sorry.
So this Tylenol murder case was
Yeah.
actually the case that made companies put tamper-proof lids on their bottles.
What does that mean?
Like, when
Like when there's like a ring around that
you have to like break the seal, or like there's a button that's popped in and then when you open the cap it pops out so you know that it's been opened.
Got it.
This is actually the case that made companies start making
Doing
tamper proof. I didn't know that.
Very interesting. Their unsolved mystery. At least it did something good.
It did something good. Even though I also read an article about childproof caps and they're not really childproof, so don't trust that shit.
What do you mean?
They gave children childproof bottles and they had them open within like 5 minutes. Bullshit. Do better.
Yeah.
Also, don't eat Tide Pods.
What? Do people die from that?
Yeah. It's poison. You're not supposed to eat that shit.
I was like, kids were like doing it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they were dying? Dang.
I think they were dying from complications of the poisoning. Like people were going septic and shit. Yeah. It was gnarly.
Why would you eat soap ever?
I'm not gonna lie. When I look at a Tide Pod,
yeah, no, you want to bite
something in you that wants to like pop it.
Do you remember?
Maybe with your teeth.
Do you remember that you used to have them like if you went to like bought like someone like a bath basket, like of like nice bath things, they would have like little balls that had like soap in them and they're like squishy. I always wanted to bite them. Yeah. It's like the same thing.
So there is something inside of you that wants to go. You want
to feel what that feels like in your teeth. But even if I did that,
I wouldn't eat it.
So it probably tastes so nasty. Like my immediate reaction would be like, bleh.
Yeah.
I
would like rinse my mouth out. It wouldn't taste good.
Wasn't it? It was like a cool like challenge or something, wasn't it?
And people were stupid.
I'm just showing my age. I'm like,
isn't it a cool challenge or something that those kids do?
TikTok thing. Yeah. I don't know.
And
it was like when everyone was pouring ice water all over themselves.
Oh yeah, the cinnamon challenge.
Oh yeah,
that was a thing when I was younger.
We did the milk challenge.
I don't know what that is.
You're supposed to like chug an entire thing of milk.
My lactose intolerance could never.
Like you just throw up. Like it's like the Sprite thing. You saw people doing the Sprite one.
Oh, you can't burp.
You're supposed to drink like a whole 20 ounce.
Yeah.
And you like aren't supposed to burp or something, but like
Yeah.
people just throw up. Like
know.
it's gross.
Or they have like a humongous belch at the end.
It doesn't seem like a 20 ounce would be that hard, but
No.
still. But people, like my friends were drinking like an entire gallon of milk and like just throwing up.
That's disgusting.
Yeah.
That, and I feel like that would
Definitely a
ruin milk.
teenage boy thing. Like, they're so stupid.
Very. I don't know what would intrigue you to
What
do
were
that.
teenage boys doing that were stupid when you were young? Anything like that?
I don't know.
Hmm.
My brother was really the only stupid teenage boy. That's
Yeah.
why I got pregnant when I was a teenager.
So say you like were friends with boys.
They were getting me pregnant.
Remember, like it was super cool for like the guys to like make giant like spitballs.
Ew.
But
How big?
They weren't even doing like spit anymore. They were making like toilet paper wads with water and like shoving them up into like throwing them in the bathroom stalls like on over the ceiling and stuff.
No.
Like why?
That's disgusting.
Like let's vandalize shit. Yeah.
Ew.
Boys are so dumb.
No, I just remember when I was in high school, there was girls that would smoke in the bathroom.
Ooh, weed
And
or
the bathroom
tobacco?
attendant outside would be the one selling them cigarettes. Shout out to Miss... I'm not going to say her name. She might still work there.
It's good side business.
Yeah. I think they were like...
$2 a cigarette.
Yeah. You'd make your money back pretty quick. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. There was a lot of that. And then it would smoke up
Did you
the
ever
whole...
do that?
What?
Did you ever like smoke when you were like a teenager, like
Oh,
to be
yeah.
bad? You
Yeah.
did?
100%.
Oh my god, I would never.
I would never.
I was like, I didn't do no drugs, no smoking, nothing. I didn't even drink till I was like 21.
Yeah. I hung out with like older kids. Like I dated a senior when I was a freshman,
Yeah,
and I was like part of the cool kids club.
yeah.
Wow, that sounded really cool.
Good kids,
Cool kids club.
You said that too. You were like, "Hey guys, welcome to the Cool Kids Club." And they were like, "You're out.
You're cut. Well,
and you smoking a cigarette, stupid. You
Yeah.
need to leave."
you make it not cool. Yeah. So anyway, I did a lot of things that a 14-year-old shouldn't have done.
Okay. Oh, so you were 14.
Yeah.
Got it.
In the cool kids club.
No, like I
And
always,
just a little dance.
you always hear stories like kids like snuck a cigarette from their parents or something, but like
Oh.
I also didn't have parents that did anything. Like there wasn't anything worth stealing. But we were just talking about it the other day, and like I didn't really drink
You didn't?
not until I was like 21, like till I
Mm.
was older. But like my brother and my sister were like, yeah, dude, we had bottles of alcohol everywhere, all and like was not monitored.
Mm.
Like, yeah, we took alcohol all the time. And I was like, I do remember having like bottles of alcohol under my bed at some point. So maybe I was like 20
Ooh,
or
baddie.
like 19 or like,
Mhm.
but I like never got drunk. Like I probably had like a sip and was like, I'm so,
Ooh, I'm
bad.
so
And it was
bad.
like amaretto. Like actually, like I shouldn't say I never drank. Like my uncle one time like snuck us up wine coolers. It was like, don't tell anyone. We had like one wine cooler when I
Yeah.
was a teenager. But you know,
I did. I think I had a bottle of... What was that? It's like a super popular liquor. I can't remember the brand.
I remember one of my friends gave me a bottle of 151. Like the alcohol
Yeah.
content is ridiculous.
Yeah.
And he's like, here, you can. I'm like, I don't drink. I can't have this. And he's like, just like, you know, you can bring it to a party or, you know, like he's just like, you can just have it. Like, I think he was trying to be like cool.
Yeah.
Be like, this is your, like, I got you. I was like, I'm not going to drink it. And it was just like shoved under my bed and I was just like afraid to get caught with it.
Mhm.
But I don't think we ever like drank it because it was disgusting.
Disgusting. That's what they poured on top
Like
of
Everclear.
our chocolate that we got last night at the melting pot.
Mhm.
That's what they pour like a shot of that on top of the
so it
chocolate
lights
and
on
light it
fire.
on fire.
Mhm.
Yeah. And then I like didn't stir it and I dipped a strawberry in there and it was like should have stirred it.
Oh my God. I want melting chocolate
It was
pots.
so good.
Would you get
God.
just plain chocolate?
No, we got the flaming turtle. It's milk chocolate with candied pecans.
Do you have dessert for me here?
I have
I need dessert
what's the ice cream with fudge and peanut butter cups in it?
in my mouth.
Was it Rocky Road? Is that what it's called? I don't know. I have like Rocky Road ice cream. I don't know that much. I had lava cake.
I got
but I eat
Tillamook.
Tillamook. Oh, I might have mochi.
You know what I'm talking about? The yummy
Yeah,
ice cream.
Tillamook. We get that all the time.
I got
sell
that.
it at Acme.
And I got, it's toasted marshmallow.
Mm-hmm.
It's like campfire
It's really good.
with chocolate in it and little peanut butter cups. Ooh,
So good.
I love it.
Mm-hmm.
And last night, I melted some peanut butter and put like peanut butter
Ooh.
swirls in it.
Daddy.
Mm.
Sounds so good.
Yeah. I was like on a total like veggie, fruit, like healthy food kick.
I knew your unhealthy phase was coming.
Yeah, it just
with a vengeance.
Like, and now I'm eating like 2 bowls of ice cream a day.
Mm-hmm. That's the way to do it.
I swear this baby like wants it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not exaggerating.
Mm-hmm. You need it.
I need
when
it.
You want it, you need it.
I need it. And like my stomach, I don't think it's just because I'm fat and eating so much, but my stomach in like a day was like, look how big it is.
Look at that baby.
But like, just I was texting you about it, but like I just woke up one day and was like, oh, I can't breathe.
There's a whole baby in there.
There's everything so big in there.
Ugh.
And she's in there like wiggling and doing stuff.
Ew, can you feel her moving?
Mm-hmm.
Ew.
I think she's like,
gross.
I think that's why it was bothering me so much. I felt like she was like upside down, like her feet were like at the bottom and she was pushing up. And so I feel like her head was like up here. And I was just like, why can't I breathe? What's happening? And I was like, I kept like pushing her and like trying to move her.
It's so weird that there's a tiny child inside of you.
I think like with my first baby, I was like more gentle with my belly. And now I'm like, move out of the way.
Dude,
you're bothering me.
I fucking fist fought my kids in my stomach. Because Blake would, Blake especially, she loved to be like up in my rib cage.
Yeah.
And then she would like push outwards on my ribs. And it was so fucking painful. So I'd be like, get out of there.
That's the thing that's so weird. I feel like before, like when they're little, they're so low.
Yeah.
Like it's basically like an inch above your vagina.
Yeah.
Like they're way down there. And then all of a sudden she's like up here.
I know. It's like,
and I'm like, what is happening? Like, how did you even get into my intestines?
Fucking.
I don't understand. Like my uterus isn't even up that high.
Well, now it is.
Maybe.
She made it up there.
Maybe. She's digging a hole.
I saw a picture of a woman's organs like rearranged when there's a baby in there. It's fucking nasty.
I think that's really what it is. Like the pain is, she's probably down here.
She's all over there.
But she's probably like pushing into my organs, which is like what's bothering me.
How many weeks are you?
20. Is it really 20 yet? Hold on.
Your baby is the size of a whatever kind of fruit that is. It looks like an apple.
19 and 3 days.
Okay. Your baby is like the size of an apple.
But I feel like that's close enough to let you know something.
What?
Whoa! We're halfway there. Whoa!
I'm leaving.
Baby's coming out my vagina in 20 weeks.
Yay!
Take my hand and come right out. Oh! I think it's exciting because when you're about where I am, I think I just saw this on the app that like you can safely have a baby at this point. It would not be safe.
I was gonna say it's not necessarily safe,
but the survival rate is much higher. So if this baby accidentally comes out, we could have a living baby.
Maybe.
I think by the time you're like 30 weeks, then it says like I think 35 is like 35 to 41 is like when
developed.
You're in the clear.
Yeah.
But I think even if you have it at like,
because I was gonna say,
along you are,
even like a month early, normally babies have to be in the NICU.
Yeah.
So like,
this baby would be living in the NICU for like 6 months.
Yeah. This baby would be like a pound.
Right. But I think there is like a higher percentage survival rate at this point, or
I
something
think
like that.
I think at this rate there would be like a lot of issues though. It's not just about
maybe
surviving.
I'm wrong about that. I don't know. But I remember seeing
either way, let's hope you don't have this baby anytime soon.
Yeah, let's not wish that. Because that would be terrible. And I get my anatomy scan soon.
Is that another ultrasound?
Yeah, that's the big one. That's the usually the one where you find out
like
the sex.
I haven't had kids before.
It's supposed to be like an hour long, but my first one was definitely not an hour long. This when they look at all the organs and all the things, find out if there's anything real wrong with it.
We got a 3D ultrasound with Blake. That was so weird.
Okay, I totally lied. So the good infant survival rate is 27 weeks.
I was gonna say this is like really early.
I know, I was off. Because the more I thought after I said it, the more I thought about it, I was like, that doesn't sound right. But obviously, the further along you are, the higher of a survival rate there is.
Well, I hope you don't have to keep the baby in there any longer than you have to, but I also hope that your baby stays in there for a long time.
Yeah, me too.
I hope you have her somewhere in the
I'm just already like over it. But I was over it the second I got pregnant, so
yeah. I was like excited for you, but I wasn't at the same time because I know how terrible your pregnancy with Layla was, and I was like, "Oh God,
I do
not
again."
I
do feel like it's going faster and easier. This time I just like, I don't know. It's just coming in waves. I feel like with Layla it was constant. Like every week I had either a new symptom,
well, you also had an experience and get a new one.
Yeah, exactly.
But I mean, luckily, hopefully it won't get bad until the end.
Yeah,
and then you'll just be miserable for the last couple of months.
Yeah,
1 month.
Right now, I just have incredibly bad heartburn, even though I'm taking antacids every day.
Well, you were doing that with Layla. You were eating Tums like they were candy.
Well, yeah, because I wasn't taking a daily antacid for like a long time. And then when I finally knew I could do that, I was like, what? And I haven't stopped. Like, even after I was pregnant with her, I had to continue it.
Yeah.
They're expensive.
Yeah.
But I'm still taking them and they do nothing. So that's fun.
I wonder what kind you take. My mom takes the kind, it's like phenytolamidine.
Yeah, that's what I take.
That's what you take?
I think.
Oh. Well, she like swears by that stuff.
Yeah.
I'm probably saying the names so
I don't know what I think.
Phenytolamidine. Phenytolamidine.
Yeah. That's what I take. And then the
she,
baby's like, too bad.
She swears by them. And Jameson takes them too. He says it takes a minute for them to kick in, but they work.
Oh, it's not like a time release. It's like you have to take them every day or they don't work.
Well, yeah. Well, my mom does.
Yeah.
Takes them like every day. But Jameson only takes them when he gets like bad heartburn.
Oh.
Heartburn.
I thought that I thought that only
Heartburn.
worked. I don't know if it was like Pepsid AC or something. Like it's like an
Ew,
hour.
That name makes me nauseous.
Yeah, I have like super bad heartburn, and then I believe what I'm having is lightning crotch.
I've experienced that many a time.
I think I have here and there with Layla, but this is like crippling. Like
Really?
I will be like, I was walking through the kitchen today, just like normal stuff, opening the fridge, and I was like, ah! Like fell to the ground. Neil's like, what? And I was like,
Lightning!
vagina! Like, it's like a weird, because it feels like it's coming like from my leg to my, like, I thought, so I had pains like with Layla where it would kind of just like shoot down from like my stomach to my vagina.
Right.
But this one is like,
why are you saying it like
vagina? But this one's like coming from my leg. So I'm like, is it sciatic or is it, I don't know what it is, but it's
like the inside of your leg or like your back leg?
Like it almost
like
feels
of your
like
butt.
a part of my sciatic, but it goes all the way into my cooter. Like, I don't know how to explain it. If I squeeze, I can feel it right now.
Ew. So,
but like, I'll just be like walking along and then I'm like, ah!
Lightning crotch.
I can't even not make a noise.
Yeah.
Like, you ever have pain? Like
yeah.
You have pain where you're just like, oh, that's uncomfortable. That sucks.
And you have pain where it's like
you
crippling.
have pain where you're just like, ah!
Yeah.
It's like that.
That happened last night at dinner. I kept getting a pain up my middle finger.
Yeah.
I don't know why. And every time I would dip my chocolate, I would be like, every time I would dip my fancy fruit in my chocolate fondue, I'd be like, ah!
Ow. Ow, the chocolate. Hurts.
Ow. And then I was dipping my steak,
like
my filet mignon.
I used to get that a lot. I think it's like beginning signs of carpal tunnel.
Sick.
Yeah. When you like
that.
Do you ever like when you fall asleep, do your hands like go numb?
Sometimes
when you're sleeping. That's like a beginning sign of
sometimes my hands will go numb just when I'm doing like normal stuff.
Yeah.
Like my fingertips will go numb and
like,
then
I think also when you're pregnant, you can get carpal tunnel, and I was also doing hair. So like both of those things were not helping.
No.
And I remember I couldn't do the movement where like you would take a plate from the sink and put it down into the dishwasher. Like something about this I was like, ah! And I dropped plates into the dishwasher. Like,
I think that puts a lot of stress on your wrist.
Yeah. I would just be like, drop plates. I don't know if I broke one or not, but I remember like dropping like pots and pans and stuff like into the dishwasher because I couldn't like do this.
Looks like you can do it now.
Yeah. Well, give me something heavy. Ah! Ow.
Ah!
But I feel like that's kind of what you were saying. Like you're dipping.
Yeah.
And it's like that.
But it was going up my middle finger. It was just my middle finger.
Yeah. I don't know.
It was a sign.
Could be. Do some stretches.
Of my middle finger.
Of all your fingers. One time I worked at a salon where they did, like they had massages there. And this guy would come out and like give us like little massages. Not like lay down, take your clothes off massage. Like he would just be like, let me rub your shoulders, or let me like, he did like a hand massage on me. And I was like, I didn't know I was holding like so much tension in my hands.
I mean, if you think about it.
From being a hairstylist, like this part of your hand that usually like hurts to squeeze, like it's still like that. This one is like super thin on me, and this one is like thick.
That's weird.
And fat.
This one is too. This one's really thick and fat. This one's really thin. What?
Yeah. And he was like pushing like he would like find the spot and just push. And I was like, you're going to kill me. I'm going to die. And he's like, no. It's like releasing all the like, I don't know, acid in your muscle or whatever. And he was like pushing and pushing. And I was like, it's like, I'm like, wait. And it like felt thinner. Like he like squished out whatever
Pushed
was
out all
in
the
there.
tension.
It was so weird.
That's weird now. I'm not going to be able to feel that.
Wait, but why is yours the opposite?
I don't know, but feel this one's really thin and this one's really
How do
fat.
you feel?
Uh-huh.
No, this one's fat on you.
Really?
Not just the skin.
Oh,
Feel
I'm
the
feeling
muscle.
like down here. The muscle. Okay. Oh.
That one's way bigger.
All right. Yeah, you're right.
Because that's your
Because
cutting.
this is my cutting hand.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And that's how mine is. It's like real thick right here.
It's so weird.
Got that. Got that muscle. Anyway. So you should get some regular hand massages.
I don't know where to get a hand massage. I know where you can get back massages. I've been wanting to get a back massage for like a month now, and I have yet to do it.
Yeah.
We should take my hand in some gift cards and go get a massage.
Yeah.
I don't know if they.
I mean,
do
I'm
free
always
hand
down.
massages, though.
You probably do. All you have to do is lay on your side.
Oh, ew.
When some places I think have like a hole for your belly.
Oh, yeah.
But then I also need a hole for my boobs
Yeah.
and my face.
You just need a Swiss cheese table.
Yeah. Just put like a piece of wood at my foot and my forehead and I'll just hang.
I'm just imagining you're like hanging.
I'm like
by your
trying to
toes.
hold myself up. This doesn't seem right. I'm not very relaxed.
Just relax.
No, I got 2 massages on my trip and they just have you on your side. It's okay.
Not great.
It's not as good as a regular massage, but it's fine.
You need a regular massage after you push that baby.
But like, so it was like a fancy spa.
Yeah.
And I feel like they did like a really good job. Like she gave me like a towel to put, like a rolled up towel to put in between my boobs, and like a towel to put on between my knees, and then another towel to place my foot on. Like I had like 12 towels.
all the
But
towels.
everything was like placed just right, where you're just like, okay.
Go to sleep. Dude, that's what I want. I just want like a
I
relaxing.
think I'm out of frame. Anyways,
That's it. I just want like a relaxing massage.
yeah.
Now you feel really close to me.
So like, it's supposed to be a crime.
Try.
True crime. We really didn't talk much about it, so
Well, I can tell you about the time that I murdered someone.
we already told us the time where you saw a murder. Oh wait, no.
I saw a robbery.
a robbery.
I didn't see a murder.
One time?
Murder your
One time we
dirter.
thought we saw a murder.
Dun dun dun.
We were probably just teenagers and speculating.
Well, you should talk about it just in case anybody hears this and has saw anything.
No, we went to the park. Like, it was like a popular thing to do near where I live, that we would go to the park at night
Mm-hmm.
and like sneak in, because it was a really big park.
Mm-hmm.
And we like found out
Is
like
this the one down the street from your house?
no. No, this is like a real big one.
Okay.
It has like this big river running through it and stuff. But anyway, so we found out like places where you could like park and like walk in.
Mm-hmm.
But when you walk in, it's like pitch black.
Okay.
Like you cannot see anything. I always thought it was pretty terrifying, but like if enough of my friends convinced me, I would go. And we went and we
Mhm.
climbed like kind of near the river. So we were sitting like on the edge of the river, and we saw like across the way, like it looked like somebody like was building a fire.
Mm-hmm.
We were like, they're definitely gonna get caught. Like, you can't be here building a fire after
Because you're
dark.
not supposed to be there anyway.
Right.
Okay.
Like we were trying to be like quiet just in case like a ranger drove by or something. And like we were like, that's so weird. And then I don't know what we thought we saw, but I think he was like chopping, and maybe we just assumed it was like a body or something. Or like he's lighting the body on fire.
Did you ever go there?
Probably would. But then I think at some point like cars pulled up, and we were like, oh, they caught him. Like the cops caught him, and we were like convinced that we like saw him.
That was his accomplice getting rid of the evidence.
Yeah, I don't know, but I think that like we were like kind of like giggling and like joking about it, and like that didn't happen. Maybe it did. I don't know. But then like I think there was like a story about like somebody being caught that had to do with a murder. I don't remember the details. It was so long ago, and we were just kind of like, yeah, maybe we ran into a murderer, maybe we didn't. I don't know.
How old were you?
I don't know.
What park was it at?
16, 17, Tyler State Park.
Skeletal remains found in Tyler State Park. Ben Salem?
Mm-hmm. Maybe.
Ben Salem woman, Lindsay Picone. Hold on. Dun, dun, dun.
Her remains were found?
Yeah. In Tyler State Park.
When?
2016? Is it? Or maybe, I don't know when. This article is from 2016.
Okay.
Skeletal remains found in Tyler State Park have been positively identified through dental records as missing Ben Salem woman Lindsay Marie Picone. The remains of Picone, who has been missing for almost 2 months, were found by a park employee while doing an annual high grass mowing about 75 yards off of the Dairy Hill Trail. Dun, dun,
That's
dun.
what I witnessed. A murder.
A murder. He murdered a daughter.
We were like way too far away and way too quiet and in the dark for them to like see us. But like when you light a fire, people can see you, bro.
Seriously, bro.
Not a very smart way to murder somebody. Get with it. I'll teach you how to murder.
I've listened to so many murder things.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I could get away with it.
100%.
I would use ice bullets.
And this is just
so they
from
would
me
kill
watching
someone
TV.
and then melt. Good.
It's just from me watching TV and stuff, but I feel like it's not that hard.
This is getting on to a topic that I don't know if we should talk about.
No, I'm just saying, like, at least in TV shows and stuff, like, people will murder people and then it's just, like, over. Like, yeah, that person's dead now.
Well, yes and no, but that's not how it happens in real life. Like, if somebody gets murdered, there's a whole investigation. There's a lot of...
I could never. Like,
I think murdering somebody back before forensic technology was so advanced was a lot easier than murdering somebody in today's day and age.
Yeah, that's true.
Because there's so many things that we have now. You can find out like DNA from a single strand of hair or, you know, a drop of sweat. Like you can literally find DNA in any kind of bodily fluid or like a nail shaving or a scratch, like skin follicles under the nail.
Yeah.
You can get it. You can get it. You can get it. You can just get it.
You want to know? Just get it.
Just get it. You want to solve the murder? Just get it.
So easy. Yeah, I feel that. I would be the person that I would murder someone, get away with it, and then tell on myself anyway, because I would be I can't live with the guilt.
I don't think I trust myself to be drunk.
I
I'd be
wouldn't
like,
trust myself to be a human. I feel
I
like
murdered
I
that
have
person.
to either die or everyone in this situation's getting caught. I can't even keep a secret.
no, you can't.
Not even my own.
Nope.
So, like, you think I'm hiding the fact that I
murder.
murdered somebody?
No. I feel like I would be one
You
of
better
the.
not tell me if you murder someone, because
You're telling everybody.
I'm telling everyone.
You just so
you're
happen
never
to-
gonna believe what Delia just told me. Like 5 minutes later.
No. Nope. I think I would probably be the first person you'd call if you murdered somebody.
Oh, depends who I murdered. What if it was like your mom?
Why are you murdering my mom? What did she ever do to you besides
Why would I
love
murder
you?
anybody?
I think, well, there's some people. Not my mom, though.
Like,
She loves you.
I love everybody.
Okay. I don't.
You would never tell me.
If I murdered someone? No.
Never.
Never. I could be lying right now. I've never murdered anybody.
You're lying.
Okay. Sure. Slap the cuffs on me, officer.
Mhm. But you never
Sorry,
murdered
Miss
anyone.
Jackson. Ooh. What?
You are a good secret keeper.
Oh, wait. That's not the song I meant to sing. That has nothing to do with murderer.
Nope.
I was trying to sing Mrs. Officer by Lil Wayne.
Oh.
Like, oh, Miss Officer. Mr.
That's
God.
not it either. In the world. Wee.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like a cow. All right. I can't think about that song ever.
Why? Oh, I know why. Cut.
Remember that one time you dated a cop?
Yeah. Cut. Yeah.
All right, I won't blow you up. But you are trusting me with a secret, so
Nope. We're gonna stop
it's
recording
gonna
right
come out
now.
at some point.
Don't make me relive my regrets.
It would be fun to talk exes at some point, wouldn't it?
Probably.
Or would you be embarrassed to like tell the world?
Well, I mean, I have some good stories. So.
Yeah.
Like the one that I was dating that had a 8-month pregnant baby
Okay,
mama.
well you have to save it now. Like,
Are you interested? Do you want more? Let me know.
Yeah, you want to hear about our exes?
In Texas?
I have no exes in Texas. Do you?
Maybe. You gotta let us know if you want to find out.
Yeah. What are we talking about now?
We
Or
were-
are we done?
We were talking about if we murdered people, and then I was
don't want to
Lil
talk about
Wayne.
murder anymore. Sad. And I don't want to kill anybody.
I do. Not. I don't. Yeah. You didn't let me finish.
Oh.
I do not.
I feel like, of course, nobody wants to kill anybody, but I feel like TV shows and stuff definitely give it like
Hmm.
not an exciting factor, but like a
It's exhilarating.
yeah, like ooh,
There's
I
a
did something and it's a secret and I'm gonna cover it and it's gonna be exciting. It's not exciting, dude.
no.
It's terrible.
They glorify it.
Terrible. And most of the time you're not thinking about the person that died and like their lives.
Yeah.
And how sad
And
it
I feel
is.
like when you're in the act of murdering, you're probably not thinking about the repercussions either
right.
of like what's gonna follow after you're done murdering
Actually,
this person.
That's what I like about Dead to Me. If
Yeah.
you guys watch Dead to Me, let me know. But like they're so involved with
Mhm.
the funeral process, like with the whole person's life after,
Yeah.
that it does affect them a lot, and like the guilt does eat up at them like the whole time, which I'm like, that's kind of sick, because at least they're showing it's more realistic.
Yeah, definitely. I love that show. That was a good
Me
one.
too.
I haven't watched it in a minute though.
It's like over.
I think so.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that was the last.
It keeps happening. We watched Firefly Lane.
I know.
Over.
I'm on the last episode. So I didn't realize there was only... So when I told you and texted you that I was only... Does
that ever happen to you when you have to pee?
Oh, yeah.
I like really had to pee. It just gave me a shiver in my whole body.
It like goes up your spine. Well, we can end soon. I didn't realize when I texted you that I was only halfway done A Million Little Things. I didn't realize there was only 11 episodes in the last season.
Oh.
I thought there was like 17 to 20 like the other seasons.
Yeah.
So I'm like done. I'm on the last episode.
Oh.
No.
Okay.
What? See, and I watched the episode.
I'm so excited for you to go back and listen to all your... Remember when the episode we did?
Oh, yeah. Well, I said Gary was going to die before he met his son, and obviously that's not the case. But I just finished episode 10 and started episode 11. They sold, Delilah sold, spoiler alert, don't watch this if you're watching A Million Little Things. Delilah just sold her house.
Yeah.
And they shut off the lights, and it was like sad.
What's
But
the
I didn't
guy's
cry,
name?
though. Who? Eddie? There's a lot of guys.
The original offed himself.
Oh,
John.
We
were calling him so many names in the other episode.
Really? I don't remember.
We're like, what's his name? What is his name? We could not remember his name. And I think you even looked it up at some point. You're like, oh, whatever. I can't find it. Anyway.
Oh, yeah. I vaguely remember that on it, actually. What about him?
Nothing.
Just John.
I just remember that because I remember saying to you, they bring him up so much in the last episode because she's going through like the old house.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So anyway.
But that's just, I'm on the last episode.
I will tell you one of your
don't tell me if somebody's going to die.
No. One of your guesses of what was going to happen was that Delilah and Eddie were going to be together.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And they are. Mm-hmm. They're not yet. So you just spoiled that for me.
I mean, yeah, I did.
So cool.
You said you're on the last episode. How's that possible?
I literally, I finished episode 10 and I watched the credits for episode 11. That's it. I ended there. I haven't watched any of episode 11 yet.
Is that the last episode? Yes. They're not together yet?
No. Episode 10, it ended with her selling the house.
Okay.
And now I'm at the very beginning of episode 11.
Okay. Maybe it's like a long episode. Probably is.
It's only 40 minutes long.
Oh.
That's why I'm like, I feel like there's so many unanswered questions right now, and there's only a 40-minute long episode. I'm like, how are they going to wrap this all up in 40 minutes?
I don't even know, because I'm like, how did this not happen yet?
I don't know.
Anyway.
But thanks for ruining that for me.
Sorry.
So,
on that note.
Yeah. So anyway.
You'll be done.
Yes. Because I didn't realize that there were so little episodes in the last season.
I've been watching Selling Sunset.
Ah, yeah.
Do you know what that is?
Yeah.
They're like just a group of realtors and there's a bunch of drama.
In Sunset Boulevard.
Yeah. It's basically like watching Real Housewives, but they have like cool jobs.
Yeah. I watched the one in California. Is that one?
Yeah.
Oh. Where they're like bougie and they sell like $1 trillion houses.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched that. I've only watched like random episodes, but not.
I watched all of Selling Sunset, and now there's a new one that's like selling the OC or selling OC.
Yeah. Maybe that's the one I watched.
But that one's only one season, and it's like, but it's the same. It's still the Oppenheim group, which is like the same realtor group, but they're just like expanding.
Yeah. So just reach out to them if you need a house.
Yeah, a multi-million-dollar house.
You never know.
These houses are insane.
Oh, I bet.
I'm like, how do you know the difference between like a $5 million house and like a $12 million house, a 75. Like, once it gets to a certain price point,
It's just,
I'm just
right.
like, it's just an expensive house.
Realistically, to me, anything over $1 million is just like, okay.
Yeah.
Like, $1 million for a house to me is like
they're
ridiculous.
going into these, like, they're like, I don't know, 6.5 is a little high for this property. I'm thinking about 6.3. And I'm like,
what?
Big whoop, big difference to them. Like, that's pocket change.
Right.
Like, they're only selling the billionaires.
Yeah. There's no.
I was like looking up like what mortgages are on like $10 million houses.
I don't even want to know.
It's like 3,500. No. Yeah, 3,350, comma
350,000.
350,000.
You good?
Yeah, it's a little dyslexia. Like, I can't do numbers. But yeah.
That's
it's
a
the
month
amount of like a normal size house.
That's ridiculous.
A month.
My aunt and
Do you know
uncle.
how many houses you could buy?
My aunt and uncle have a $2.5 million house in Westchester, and he was telling me, I don't know how much their mortgage is, or they had their house built, so I don't know if they just like paid for it. Anyway,
that's the thing. Like they nowadays, is $1 million house is not that crazy. Like, it's not that big,
right? I know,
so,
especially
like,
in this market.
Yeah.
But they've lived in this house for like 10 years. So
yeah.
Back 10 years ago, that was an expensive house. Their house is ridiculous. I don't know if you've ever seen it. I'll show you pictures. They have like 8-car garage and yada yada. And so he was telling me, we were at my brother's graduation party, and he was telling me, I was talking about how ridiculous my heating bill was over the winter, and I was like, it was upwards of like $350. I was like, fucking ridiculous. And then he was like, do you know how much my heating bill was? I was like, I don't even want to know. Guess how much his heating bill was a month?
What?
It was like $1,500 a month. Mine was $300 for this, like $300 and some for this house. His heating bill monthly was $1,500.
Yeah.
And he said that was on the low end. I was like, what?
I was actually thinking about that in these, like,
that's literally like your mortgage payment.
Yeah.
For a heating bill.
I was thinking that about like the multi-million-dollar houses that they're looking at, because a lot of them have these like the entire wall opens up.
Yeah.
To like the outside, these beautiful views of like the beach and stuff. I'm like, they're not turning off the AC.
No. And my mom would be.
Would you like open up all your doors and then turn off the AC? Like, you're a billionaire.
Right.
You do not need to do that. So you can walk outside, feel the fresh air, or even be close to the door and feel the fresh air, and just take a few steps back and be nice and cooled off again.
Like, that's crazy to me. My mom would be freaking she freaked out if the front door was open for more than 5 seconds.
Yeah.
She's like, close the door, we have the air on. Like, the whole wall open.
I know. I'm kind of lazy with it, to be honest, because I like to leave the back door open so Suki can come in and out as she pleases. But if Neil caught me, oh my God, I'd be in so much trouble. But if I was a little bit richer, I would leave my back door open and keep the AC on.
Yeah, open that back door, baby.
Just wait till I'm in the millions.
I can't wait till I come over to your house.
2 sliding glass
the back
doors.
door is gonna be open. I'm like, wow, are you rich? Are you rich?
You don't even want to know what these pockets are packing.
Pennies, baby.
These pockets are packing. Yeah. We better start an OnlyFans soon. It's the only way.
The only way.
Anyone want to buy this? It's really dirty on the bottom. I was gardening today.
I'm not even going to show you mine. Oh, mine actually aren't that bad. They're a little crusty.
We'll save those for the OnlyFans.
If you want to see more of that.
What are you guys more into? Clean feet or dirty feet?
Oh, I think dirty feet, actually.
My feet get dirty.
Did I ever tell you I sold a pair of socks?
No.
I sold a pair of socks. I wore a pair of socks for like 3 days, and then I sold them on What's that with that shopping app where you can sell like purses and clothes and stuff?
Poshmark?
Yeah. I sold them a Poshmark.
Worn? Like they wanted them worn?
Yeah.
Why didn't you continue this?
Oh no, I sold like one pair. I sold them for like $20.
What? I'm about to download this app.
Yeah, it's really good.
All right, well, I got a piece, though.
All right. Well, check out our Instagram. Check out check out my Poshmark. Check out.
Okay, I'm really peeing my pants for real.
Okay. What's our sign off? Oh yeah. Like and subscribe to our channel.
Oh,
Bye.